Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Private estimates are now being released ahead of USDA's prospective plantings report. The Pro Farmer Doan annual spring planting survey results are in as well. They indicate more corn and near steady soybean acreage for the year 2023. Now, corn acres, they came in at 92.1 million, up 3.5 million acres from last year, with soybeans at 87.4 million acres, down just 100,000 acres. Other spring wheat and durum acres are projected to rise 1.6% to more than 12 million acres, and that would put total wheat plantings at almost 50 million, up about 4 million acres from last year. And finally, farmers intend to plant just over 11 million acres to cotton, which is down more than 2.5 million acres. Now, what are some of the reasons for the acreage shift this season? Ag Day's Michelle Rook talked to farmers around the country to find out.
Clinton, farmers told me they're planning to plant more corn this year. Now, that was even before the corn-soybean price ratio got even more favorable with the recent drop in soybean prices versus corn. However, lower input prices, feed demand, and weather all play a role and will continue to up until the crop is actually planted. Farmers around the Corn Belt are anticipating a big year for corn in 2023, especially with improving soil moisture in some corn deficit areas where cash prices have remained strong.
You know, a big demand with corn in our area, whether it's ethanol, whether it's the feed mills. We're seeing the corn basis much more attractive than soybean basis, and corn yields have been maybe a little better in compared to soybean. So I think corn is going to see the push.
Many farmers already committed to corn after a perfect fall where they were able to make fall fertilizer applications.
We have flexed more acres in the past, but we were able to get a lot of our fall work done this year, and I know a lot of people were around the country earlier than usual, and so that gave us an opportunity to really get that fall work done, but that cements our rotation a little bit more for the spring.
The corn-soybean price ratio also favors corn, and now with some fertilizer product prices dropping, that may also entice a few more acres this spring.
There are some people that may consider doing a little bit extra corn, because right now with the price of urea dropping a little bit, I think there would be a temptation to plant some more corn.
In hard-red winter wheat areas, they planted 2.2 million more acres last fall. Some of those came at the expense of cotton due to the drought and high crop insurance guarantees for wheat. Some of those acres may be abandoned, but others will be double cropped.
We generally try real hard not to change our rotation. The only thing that may change a little bit is we probably put a few more acres of wheat in last fall than we have in the past. So we'll have more double crop soybeans, but our corn acres is basically the same.
In the southeast, farmers also planted 1.3 million more acres of soft red winter wheat, which may also be double cropped to soybeans. Brett Gannon of Kentucky, though, decided against it.
What it's been costing to buy nitrogen, and the nitrogen has been so variable here lately, and so we were just really wasn't going to be for sure where we were going to be at as far as our input wise, we've been doing so much better on our full season beans than we have been on our double crop personally, so we just really didn't feel like it was worth the risk.
The big key is the weather, with planting delays already expected in the north, which may limit spring wheat, durum, and corn acres in favor of more soybeans.
I think a lot depends upon what kind of a spring we have. You know, back in my home state, Minnesota, we got loaded with the snow this year. So are we going to get our normal planting date of the end of April to get in, or is it going to be late again?
And farmers in the eastern corn belt are also seeing excessive moisture, which may make it difficult to plant more corn. So like usual, Mother Nature will have the final say. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day. Agronomics also play a large role in planting decisions, and many farmers tell me they stick with their traditional 50-50 corn and soybean rotations. So the increases in acreage often come in fringe areas, and a majority of those farmers are still facing drought.